We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Texas Rangers. It's Rangers baseball, and it comes your way next. Spencer Howard is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
So here's the Phillies DH. Eddie James. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Lewis is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Striding forward now is the DH, Eddie James. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way, and it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Into the box now, Mike Ford. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-2 home. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. On to third, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So here's Trey Mancini, and their runners at the corners now.
The right fielder, Trey.
Runners are at first and third with none out.
Get a good rip on it, huh?
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Now to the plate, Austin Allen. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Next will be the designated hitter, Eddie James. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they hold a 4-0 lead. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Eddie James. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in.
Let's go, beat it out. Come on,
on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Let her rip.
So stepping in, Eddie James.
batting.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And that's going to get down out there. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Now at the plate, Mike Ford. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Mike Ford.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2.
Slide,
He's got
slide,
it.
slide,
One
slide.
there. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
A 5-0 finish tonight. The Philadelphia Phillies led this game from the third inning on and never wavered.
No errors. They left 11 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Texas Rangers. Stay tuned for Rangers baseball next. Colby Allard is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Driven nicely into the gap.
Dig, go, go, go.
He's around first, heading for 2. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Digging in, Mike Ford. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Ford.
Hey, it's your pitch, grab it deep. Here we go, baby.
The
He's
set
going.
and the 1-1. Ripped on the ground to
Right here.
first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Settling in now, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, so he creeps ever closer to triple digits, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. At the plate, Eddie James. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but it got...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And this gets to the wall now out in front of the Texas bullpen. The runner scores from second. The relay throw. Throw to third, and he's napped getting back to the bag. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. Phillies lead this one 2-1. Eddie James will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and it gives the Phillies a 3-1 lead. And we'll take one more look at the big one. 100 home runs in a season. Can you believe it? Standing in, Eddie James. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. From the belt, the pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. One run scores.
Good job.
He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs scored in ribbies. And this guy's the best in the business right now.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lewis waits on it. And that retires the side. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. The Philadelphia Phillies, with their 80th win to pace the division. Taijuan Walker gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Brett Martin records the save, his 25th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia.